Hey everybody, it's Barb from Making It Home. Today it is once again Simply Earth Unboxing Day. This one was the one I promised in my last video. We are going to be making soap today. About this because I love making soap. I've done it myself before. I haven't done cold processed soap yet, but I have done melt and pour, and I like to use like a goat's milk soap base that you can buy on Amazon. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested in trying it out. This one that Simply Earth sent us is a glycerin soap base. What's really exciting is this month, because I've been with Simply Earth for 6 months now, they sent me a bonus box. So every 6 months when you are subscribed to Simply Earth, you get a new bonus box. And I did open the box and look at this month's regular box to see what was in there so that I was kind of prepared and got everything set up. But I didn't open and look in the contents of the bonus box because it's underneath. So I'll be discovering this with you. You can kind of get an idea about how big this box is, and I think that's pretty awesome. And like I said before, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of my other Simply Earth unboxings, Simply Earth is a really amazing company. I have been using essential oils for, I hate even saying this because it just ages me, but well over 20 years. I've tried all different brands. I've tried the name brands, I've tried in-store brands, I've tried the big 2 MLM brands, I've tried off brands, I've even tried the ones that are from my co-op that is their own personal line. If you take in all of the different factors about why you choose your essential oil brand, the cost, the quality of the oil, how they're farmed, the moral ethics of the company that you purchase from, and just the overall selection and how you get the oils, Simply Earth came out on top for me. There are a couple other brands that I've liked, but what I love about Simply Earth is that when I first found them and started looking into their oils, I had to get rid of a ton of my essential oils because they were just really old. So I had lost like a bunch of oils and was looking for a new company to buy from. I also am still learning and wanted to buy from a company that I knew could help me get information that I could trust. And this is what makes Simply Earth unique. They have 2 certified aromatherapists in their company that I know of. There may be more. They almost always go by the standards of the International Federation of Aromatherapists, which has very strict guidelines. And the biggest reason I chose Simply Earth was because of their dedication to the safe use of essential oils by their customers. They always put that first. The price point is really good for the oils that you're getting. It's not overpriced like certain companies, and I will say the reason the big 2 named brand companies are so overpriced is because they have to pay a distributor to sell their oils for them. With Simply Earth, all of their oils are made in-house. They oversee every process of the creation of this oil, so they don't have to pay a middleman. That's why you're getting a really good deal and you're getting really high quality oils. It's just a really great company. And then, like I've said before, one of the other awesome perks about this company that just makes it like even better is that they contribute 13% of their profits towards fighting human trafficking. To me, it's just a win-win-win. And the reason I like the subscriber aspect of Simply Earth, where it's like a, subscription box, is because you can test out new oils every month, and in each box you get 4 full-size oils, 6 recipe cards to help you get started with using those oils, and then some of the products you need to make those recipes. I think it's just a really amazing way to explore essential oil use and do it safely. So those are the reasons that I am full-on supportive of Simply Earth and am proud to be an affiliate for them. They just are an overall amazing company with great ethics and just great products. With that all being said, let's get into this month's essential oil recipe box. This is a big one. So inside, when you open it up, you'll see there's the regular Simply Earth recipe box inside. And then when you take that out, so we've got our regular monthly box, there is a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in the bottom, and this is the bonus box items. So let's go through this. I think it might be like the first bonus box I got because it looks like it is, which is fine because I need those items again. So it's just kind of some basics that you would need to create recipes or, you know, beauty products or household cleaners, anything that you're going to use the essential oils for. These are kind of staple items that you're going to want to have. So we of course have our little packet of 2 ounces of beeswax, and I love the little beads because have you ever tried to melt a block of beeswax? It's a pain in the butt. So these are awesome because they melt down really easily and you're not sitting there trying to, trust me, I did this. Me and my friend Melissa were making, I think it was balm, and yeah, all she had was a big block of beeswax, and yeah, we struggled with that. So this is great. This is a staple you should have on hand. And then we did get another jar of cold pressed coconut oil, which is great because you can use this as the hard stuff unless you leave it in a hot area and then it melts. It's already starting to get hot because it's hot in here. That's awesome for making all kinds of different beauty products. And all under the worms, yeah, there's like a ton of stuff in here. Got another bottle of the fractionated coconut oil, which is good because I have used a lot of my fractionated coconut oil. English, it's a thing. Okay. And ooh, another bottle of almond oil. So yes, this bonus box is the same as the one you first receive when you start your subscription, which is great because these are staple items. You're going to be using a lot of these to make recipes, trust me. And that's not all. That's not all. There are a ton. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 each of these bottles. So there's 6 of these little bottles. And then you get 6 roller bottles. Whoop, where's the lid for that one? Where'd it go? In there. There you are. Yeah. So then you also get 6 of the roller bottles. So that's what's in the bonus box, which is awesome because I need this stuff to start making more recipes. And that oil got on my fingers. Okay, so that's what's in your bonus box. So if you subscribe, this is going to be what you're getting. If you subscribe this month, you're going to be getting a bonus box and then this recipe box, all for just $40. And I know a lot of people are like, wow, $40. But if you take into consideration how much all this stuff would cost you, if you bought it separately, if you bought it in the store or online or whatever, it's a really awesome deal. So this is why I'm like all about it. And also, I will reiterate again once more, if you subscribe and if you use our code down below in the description box, which is all capital letters, MIH free, you're going to get a $40 gift card to use on your second order. What that means is if you sign up this month, you're going to be getting this box, everything that's in here, the bonus box that I just showed you, and then you'll also be getting a $40 gift card to use on your next order. Whether that be a separate order to get yourself a diffuser, or if you want to use it to apply towards your next box, you could do that too. So technically, if you use that coupon and use it on your next box, you will be paying $40 for this box, the huge bonus box, and your next box. That's just a really amazing deal, and it's a great way to get started on your journey towards using more natural home products, whether it be beauty products or using these essential oils for natural cleaners in your home. It's just a great way to get rid of the chemicals in your home and start using more natural stuff. So let's get into this awesome box that I promised was going to be super cool. And once again, we have stickers on each of the box of the people that packed these for us, and they're super funny. In each box, like I've said in my previous videos, in each box you're going to get 4 full-size essential oils. That right there is worth the money that you pay for your subscription. But on top of it, you're also getting knowledge, because you get recipe cards. You're going to have 6 recipes for you to try out the different essential oils in your box, which I think is great because I always need new ideas. And you know that these recipes were created by people who have the knowledge and experience to make sure that they're safe. They're created by the certified aromatherapists at Simply Earth. This month's recipe cards are what we're going to make today, which is the Flower, Spice, and Something Nice soap, the Sugar Scrub soap bar, which I may try later. So the next one is the Flowers and Spice Diffuser blend, which looks, oh my gosh, that looks like it smells good. It's got lemongrass. Happy Joy facial soap. So there's 3 soap recipes so far. Happy Joy roll-on, lemongrass, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing this wrong, cajeput, I think, maybe, I'm hoping. So there is a lemongrass, cajeput, and bay compress. These are all the recipes you get to try out the different oils. The reason I chose the Flowers, Spice, and Something Nice soap is because when I got this box, Aaron was like, are you gonna make me a bar of soap? The Flower, Spice, and Something Nice soap, it has bay oil in it, so it's a little more spicy. It's kind of a more manly scent, and he's really actually getting tired of me buying frou-frou, flowery, stinky, girly smelling soap. So I promised him I would make this for him. And the flowers I'm going to put in it are lavender. So it's nothing too girly smelling. Lavender works for everybody. And then of course in each box you get stickers to label your creations with. Also in the stickers there's like labels you can put on the top of your oil bottles. So if you have a storage box you can easily find the oil you need. And here's the cool part. We have an aloe glycerin soap base. So in this is glycerin, aloe vera leaf juice, and it's toxin free, naturally cleansing and moisturizing. So there's that. Then we have our little soap mold, and it's so cute. It said 100% handmade on it. Those are the extras, and now let's get to the oil. In this recipe box we have lemongrass. Oh wow, it's very lemony. It smells very fresh. No, when I opened the box, it was what I could smell predominantly, and I was like, oh, this smells good. And it's on my fingers. And then this one is the cajeput, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ooh, I kind of like that. It has a very clean scent. It's almost, I think this would be amazing in like a cleanser or something. I think it would work really well in I think it's in the recipe for the soap that I'm going to make. Yes, it is. So Aaron's going to like this because it has a nice manly smell to it. It smells like twigs and leaves and dirt. Just kidding. The next oil is the Happy Joy oil, which I know I'm going to like because if you read the back of it, it says it's got geranium, sweet orange, grapefruit, and ylang ylang, which are all really good smells. Oh, yes. Oh, I love that. It's a little flowery, so I would not put this in a soap for Aaron because he would just get really... It has a very strong flowery scent, and I think that's because of the geranium. But I actually like it. It smells powdery fresh. And then bay oil. And this is what I was talking about in one of my previous videos, is when I say there's 4 full-size oils in the box, you'll get oils like this that are a little smaller. So you see, it's a little smaller bottle. But what that means is this is a more expensive oil to make. If you were to buy this off their website, this is the size bottle you would be getting if you purchased it off the website. And that usually means it's just a harder oil to produce. Oh yeah, that's very familiar. I like that smell. But yeah, it's a really great oil for the soap that we're going to make. Aaron's going to love it. Hopefully he'll like it. He can be picky at times. So those are the essential oils that are in the box. And like I said before in my previous videos, if you haven't watched my previous videos, I really highly recommend that you do, because I give a little more information about Simply Earth. And on their bottles, you'll see there's that 13%. I should use the bigger bottle so you can see. There is the 13% symbol, and that's just reminding you that 13% of their profits go towards help fight human trafficking. And then, of course, usually on the bottles, there's going to be a little drop, and it'll tell you whether it's child safe. And then if it says child safe, it'll give you an age range. So it'll tell you whether or not you should be using this on somebody under the age of 10 or not, which is super helpful. On the recipe we're going to make today, it says that Cajeput and Bay essential oil are not kid-friendly. If you're making a soap for children, use 4 drops of kid-friendly essential oil instead, and then it gives you a list. So, like I mentioned before, they're all about the safe use of essential oils, and this is why I highly endorse this company. Let's get on with the soap making. I sound like the Duchess of Suds. Royalty soap. Let's get on with the soap making. Okay, so to do this, I have a double boiler, or my little jerry-rigged version of a double boiler, where I got this pan that I specifically use for making soap and stuff like that. So I just have a pot, and then I put this in top. You can also use a microwave for this. It does give you instructions for that. It says that you should heat it in a microwave using 10-second intervals to melt the soap base. We have our recipe in front of us, the 2 oils that we need, the lavender buds, which I should probably open. Ooh, those smell good. So I've got that open. It also says we might need a toothpick. So I'll get a toothpick to push down the flowers if they float. So open this puppy up. So we've got everything ready to go, and our silicone mold. It also says in the recipe that you can put a toy in here. So if you were using the child-safe essential oils to make this, you could put a toy inside of it to kind of be like a little cool little surprise, because you can see through the glycerin soap. The instructions say using a double boiler, melt the soap base. Once the soap is melted, remove from the heat and stir in the essential oils. Fill the mold with the soap base and add flowers or a small toy. If items seem to float to the surface, use a toothpick and push them back down. Once the soap is cooled, in about 15 minutes, it's ready to use. Wet hands, lather, soap, and rinse. So a pretty easy way to get started with soap making. And of course, you should always be careful with this type of thing, because we're using heat and all kinds of stuff. It requires, for this recipe, only 2 tablespoons. I'm going to cut about 2 tablespoons off. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So it cuts pretty easily, probably a little more than 2 tablespoons, but oh well. And you always want to use a double boiler when you're melting soap, or a microwave. You never want to put it directly on the heat. So you're going to melt the glycerin soap in your double boiler, and then you will take it off the heat and add the essential oils. Now that it's completely melted, we're going to take it off the heat, and we're going to add in our essential oils. So now we've taken it off the heat, and we're going to add our essential oils to it quickly, because it's starting to solidify already. So it says 2 teaspoons of, or 2 drops of bay, and 2 drops of the Cajeput, and I really still hope I'm pronouncing that right. Stir it up. Use a hot pad, please. They also said if it started to solidify really bad that you could put it back on the burner. So get your soap mold ready. I know it's hard to see because of my big fat hand, but cope. Of course, I've made kind of a mess of this because that's how I roll. And then you can add 2 teaspoons, it says, of lavender. I'm just adding a little bit, or 2 teaspoons of your preferred flour. So I am just going to poke these down in here with a toothpick. This just goes to show you I am not perfect. My soap is definitely not going to be perfect, but I'm sure a lot of people watching this are more precise. So it just tells you that if I can do this, anybody can do it. We're going to let that sit for 15 minutes and then come back and pop it out and see what it looks like. Like I said, mine's probably going to look a little janky because I am not perfect. Okay, I've let it sit for 15 minutes, so now we're going to unmold it. And like I said before, it's a little foamy, and I think that was because I was trying to switch cameras and I took too long to dump it into the mold. But the good thing is it's still usable. So we're going to unmold it as lavender flies everywhere. And there you go. You have your own little soap, and it smells really good. And I think it would be a little more clear if, like I said, I had actually poured it in when it was still really hot. So that's my fault. That's on me. So that's why it's probably a little more white. It's a little fun little thing. You can do it with your kids if you use the more friendly, kid-friendly oils. So now Aaron has his own little soap. Smells nice. Thanks for hanging out with me today and making some soap, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you do enjoy all of our Simply Earth videos. I'm always happy to help other families make their homes healthier and kind of get rid of all of the excess chemicals and things that we're exposed to. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you always know when we have a new video up. We make videos once a week on how you can nurture a simpler, happier, healthier home. I think I'm like getting a sweat mustache. We like, Eris, did you die? She melted. She's not even looking at me. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Holy crud, what is wrong with me? I think my brain's melting. It's so hot in here. Ah! Or you're dropping it on the floor and letting it melt in the sun. So, there is a cat on my porch and it's not mine. I'm so glad my cats aren't aware. They'd be losing their minds right now.